Okay, so welcome everyone. Please note that the meeting is being recorded. So welcome on today's Metal Cube community meeting. I see that people are still arriving. I hope you can see the screen sharing too. So I think today we will go first through today's agenda, and then after we finished with today's agenda, I will shortly introduce the previous week's agenda because I had technical problems. I wasn't present, and that's why there is no recording now on our YouTube page. So today's first agenda point is from Ashu. He's asking for a PR, for reviewing the PR, and I already opened this PR. I believe this is the one, so please.
Yeah, so here we have a PR which introduce the multiple error host fields in SWCC. So most of the review comments are addressed. All of the review comments are addressed. So it is pending from a long time now. So is there any review comments on which I have to work on, or else we can merge it?
Yeah, I just quickly showing what's in the PR. Just scrolling through quickly. I myself not that familiar with the hardware classification controller, but please, anyone who has anything on this, please, you can discuss it now, or if you don't want to discuss it now, then please take a look and review this one.
Sorry, question. Who is actually maintaining the hardware classification controller?
Yeah, it's Dell. Dell is
Let me see who are the owners here. So these people have
owner-wise, yeah.
Okay, Russell is no longer working on Metal3, so it leaves us with 3 approvers.
Same as mine.
Okay,
yeah.
And I'm pretty sure Zane is extremely busy nowadays. So we may want to think about this list and think about maintenance, because it seems like we only have 1 active approver.
Yes, let me just note down that we have most of the with approval right. The project or very busy. It's quite important. So, okay, thank you. Yeah, so I think based on this, we cannot now say anything else about this PR, and let's hope that the 2 approvers who are still part of the project will have time to check your PR. And also, yeah, because I think Zainab actually checked it at least once before. Okay, I think then we can continue on the next agenda point. And this is, I'm not sure who is.
Yeah, sorry, I actually forgot. It's for me first. I'll just write it down. Yeah. So I can go. Hi everyone. This is regarding the proposal which is adding the new CRD in BMO only for storing the ironic inspection data. And I think it's been there for like almost 2 months now. Well, not really, but yeah, I think it went through quite intensive review, and I think maybe we can merge this. I have done most of the implementations already, but I wanted to make sure that we merge it, like so that I would going back and forth between the implementation and the proposal. Um, I I didn't see Zane on the call, but Dimitri, if you have time, please take a look, and if looks good, perhaps give LGTM or approve. Yeah, that was all about it. And if there are no more comments to be addressed, I would perhaps like ask for lazy consensus. And there is, if there is no more comments between until the lazy consensus date, maybe we can like merge it. Yeah. If you have any questions or comments, please just let me know. Yeah, that's all.
I haven't read it for a while, but I think the last time I read it, it was actually very close to being there. So lazy consensus, in my opinion, it makes sense. Can be a Christmas gift for you when it merges next week.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, it hasn't. There was no big changes, and I unfortunately didn't create a new commit with the changes. I just amended, but I mentioned it let about what I changed it. So not big change apart. Like it's more or less the same as the initial proposal.
Okay, thank you, everyone. Thank you, Feruz. I think then there's nothing else left here than the lazy consensus that you mentioned, so we can continue. I think there are a few pull requests from Dimitri. So I will open this, please. You can explain it.
Yeah, the point actually not in pull requests, although of course I appreciate if people review that. I was just giving a heads up that I have created a new repository, a new Quay container for MariaDB image. And most importantly for deployers of Metal3, I would like to remove the code to start MariaDB from Ironic image early next year, which is pretty soon. So if that's going to break someone, please let me know. Otherwise, it's probably gonna remove about 100 of megabytes from Ironic image size, and will align better with my intent to make MariaDB optional in the future.
Yeah, I see that ties together or ties into last week's agenda point. So I think because this ties to last week's agenda point, and there are no other points for today's agenda, I have actually, I think I opened it up already. Oh no, I will open it up. I will just show it for the sake of the recording that this is what we are talking about. This was discussed last week and now it's merged. And this was also discussed on the mailing list, if I seen it correctly, right? This whole topic of the MariaDB optional, or like make the MariaDB optional and so on.
Yep, that's absolutely correct. So this patch has introduced a new entry point, which is just run Ironic, which starts API and conductor in the same process. It also introduces changes to make a reverse proxy setup possible for Ironic, just as well it is already possible for Inspector to terminate setup for this. And it made MariaDB optional for this new entry point. So these are 3 changes that are contained there. The goal is to make the default the simplest possible install of Metal3 much simpler. So it will be possible to, instead of 2 Ironic containers, to have 1 and you don't have MariaDB. So in the simplest case, you have a much smaller resource footprint.
Thank you. That sounds very good, and I've seen that at least from our side, Nam was following this issue, and he, I guess, even gave an AGTM on this, and others also discussed it, and this is already rolling forward, and you have these 2 other PRs. Okay, awesome. Thank you. And if somebody want to reflect on this, please. If not, then I will continue with last week's missed agenda points. Okay, so there was one other thing here from Hao and Shukun. I'm not sure if you are in today's meeting, but this is a proposal, if I remember correctly. This network switch integration proposal.
I can provide a TLDR on what happened last week.
Okay, please.
Because yeah, both Zane and the guys are not here. So there is a problem with this proposal because what Zane spotted is that it doesn't match how we probably will do Kubernetes multi-tenancy in the future. So it's kind of, so a big part of network separation as proposed here is a potential multi-tenancy. So the traffic from different tenants does not cross. This is not a part of this proposal per Zane. I haven't proved the statement, but I think they all agreed. And basically there was a short conversation about that and they agreed to return to the mailing list because it wasn't possible to solve on the call. That's basically what happened last week.
Yeah, so anyone who is also interested in the discussion, you can find this on the mailing list or in the Google groups of the project, and you can follow it. It's very, very interesting. I just read a bit about this, but I didn't went deep on this. Yeah, thank you. And I think this is the last one from last week, and I think we didn't get any new agenda points today. So if you want to reflect on any of these agenda points that were mentioned this week or last week, or want to bring up a new, please do it now. I will give a minute if somebody has some question or anything. And also I forgot to mention at the beginning of the meeting, if somebody is new and it is your first meeting, please feel free to introduce yourself. Okay, if nobody wants to discuss anything or introduce or do some introduction, then thank you for your attendance, and I will see you next week. Have a nice day, everybody.
Thank you. Have a nice-
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Goodbye.
Thank you.